Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Wednesday, February 25th, 2026. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino, CDM number 9. We have a warm front lifting through the region this morning, and it has already produced a few areas of moderate snowfall for a short period of time, lasting anywhere between 30 and 90 minutes as this warm front has been lifting through the region. Now, behind the warm front, temperatures are already warming up. Actually, ahead of it, with the southeasterly wind, you had temperatures like in Long Island jumping up to about 35, 36 degrees and falling back towards freezing as the snowfall moved through and now getting ready to rise again. In fact, throughout much of New Jersey, we're starting to see our temperatures rise as well behind that warm front with a nice southwesterly wind. So we picked up anywhere between a half an inch to as much as 2 inches in some of these snow bands that are rapidly leaving the region. When we take a look at the latest data, you can see off to our west, temperatures are rising already into the lower to mid 30s, and eventually we'll start to have clearing skies. When we take a look at our radar, you can see again the snow showers are exiting the region. We even have a few rain showers due to the rising temperatures. That's all clearing out, but we have another clipper on the way, and that's going to continue to move through for today with some scattered cloud cover. And then tomorrow we have another clipper moving through, but this one's a little bit weaker with only a few rain snow showers. Take a look at a visible satellite picture as the sun is rising. We'll refresh this right now. And you can see behind it, we still have some low clouds due to the morning, but as we see our sun rise, this will all start to break up, but this morning will remain rather cloudy, but definitely more sunshine on the way. You can see on the infrared satellite picture, clipper after clipper is moving through, and they'll continue to be a theme through this weekend with the threat for a pesky snow shower here and there, but no major precipitation events. In fact, this is going to be the strongest clipper out of all of them this morning. So that's certainly some good news. Moving forward, if we do get a snow shower, it'll be very light with only a dusting or so expected as our temperatures gradually moderate until we get to Sunday, unfortunately. Then next week, well, we're back at it again, watching another potential winter storm. But just so you know, I would not trust any of these snow maps that are already floating around on the internet. You know who you are. Because at this point, there's a lot we don't know in terms of the timing between the snow changing over to sleet and changing over to rain. So that's going to impact your snow accumulation and may actually limit it quite a bit or could enhance it. Okay, so let's walk through this forecast. So we start off with today with our snow showers and rain showers passing through with temperatures rising into the upper 30s to lower 40s throughout the region. Then for tonight into tomorrow morning, we'll have scattered cloud cover with low temperatures falling off into the mid to upper teens over the northern interior, upper teens to lower 20s in the suburbs, and upper 20s to lower 30s in your urban areas. Tomorrow afternoon, our low pressure system will pass through the region with, again, the threat for a few rain snow showers. This has really backed off over the past couple of days, but I'm going to keep that threat for a pesky rain snow shower in the forecast. Look for high temperatures to rebound into the mid to upper 30s. So again, another chance for melting. Only problem is that as we get to Friday morning, temperatures fall back below freezing with low temperatures in the lower to mid teens. Throughout this entire forecast, every morning, please use caution when you're going outside to your driveway, to your sidewalk, to a parking lot, because black ice will be a serious problem until all this snow is melted away, because every day that it melts, it's also refreezing as ice on your sidewalks and walkways. So definitely use some caution, even if it looks nice and sunny and beautiful out. Once we get into Friday afternoon, look for scattered cloud cover with temperatures once again rebounding into the lower to mid 30s over the northern interior, upper 30s to lower 40s along the coast. On Saturday, high pressure will be in control with plenty of sunshine. Look for low temperatures in the lower to mid 20s in the interior and suburbs, mid to upper 20s along the coast and in urban areas. High temperatures will rebound into the lower to mid 40s throughout the region. Then a cold front will drop through on Sunday morning. We'll watch out for a few flurries passing through and temperatures falling back to very chilly conditions. And this sets up our next winter storm. Look for low temperatures on Sunday to range from the lower to mid 20s over the northern interior, mid to upper 20s along the coast. High temperatures will only rise into the upper 20s to lower 30s. Then we get to Monday. High pressure and control during the morning with some scattered cloud cover. Look for low temperatures in the single digits to lower teens over the northern interior, mid-teens along the coast. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid-20s throughout the region. Much colder, right? With precipitation starting to push in the afternoon and evening hours, with some light snow transitioning over to some moderate snow in the evening hours with this first wave. This exits on Monday night, and on Tuesday morning we'll have variable cloud cover with low temperatures, again with the Arctic air mass in place in the single digits to lower teens. So again, we get our first wave, then we get a little bit of break, then comes our next wave on Tuesday afternoon with a warm front and area low pressure off to the west. The question is, how fast is this transition over to sleet and then freezing rain and eventually rain? Over the coastal plain I-95 corridor, the changeover should be pretty quickly because we have our high pressure off the coast with a southeasterly wind. But in the interior, that's a little bit more of a question because some guidance really drives the warm air really far north at the mid-levels, but not so much at the lower levels, which is a signal for sleet or freezing rain. However, if you are looking at a slower progression, which some model guidance does, then you'd have more snowfall. So we really have to study this and see how this plays out in the interior. Best bet for widespread heavy snow out of this will be towards New England, let's say the Green and White Mountains, central New York, locations like that. I do see the entire region eventually transitioning over to rain, but there's going to be a battle to get there, and how that battle looks is very much in question. Look for high temperatures on Tuesday to range from the lower to mid 30s over the northern interior, upper 30s to lower 40s along the coast. Then on Wednesday, all that clears out in the early morning hours, followed by clearing skies in the afternoon. Look for low temperatures in the mid 20s over the northern interior, upper 20s to lower 30s along the coast, and high temperatures in the mid to upper 30s. That's your forecast discussion for today. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.